Welcome to my journey of me playing The Last of Us 2, where I document how I got the Platinum Trophy, and along with getting all the trophies and collecting artifacts and coins and all that stuff. If you guys enjoy this video, drop a subscription down below and enjoy the video. Okay, so for this specific platinum, there are 7 gold, 8 silver, and 10 bronze for this. So that makes 25, not including the platinum, because I'm very good at maths. For finding some of Naughty Dog's other game artifacts, such as the game Jack, which they created a very long time ago, so yeah.
A few moments later,
I decide to throw snowballs at kids and absolutely wreck them at doing this, as I'm quite clearly shoving it in and telling them to eat snow, which, you know, might be seen as a bit abusive, but it's fine because, you know, they absolutely destroy Dina here, and yeah, they wrestle her, and then she dies, and you never see her again. No, I'm just kidding. Along the journey, you basically find a bunch of artifacts as you go along, and they're not exactly easy to find. Some might be hidden in rooms and corners, which isn't very fun to experience playing, because you have to look at guides if you want to find them all, because they're just impossible not to follow a guide and find them all. This little part was cool. As I said, you'd find artifacts from previous games. Obviously this is from Uncharted, the Sic Parvis Magna ring, which was pretty cool to find, to be honest, as I am a huge fan of the Uncharted series. In other parts of the game, you get to interact playing Ellie's guitar, which is very cool, and you get to like go along with her story and feel her emotion through her music. Okay, so far I have done a lot of the artifacts and collecting them all, like trading cards and all of that stuff. I forgot to mention that at the start. But you also get trading cards. With Ellie, you find trading cards, and with Abby, as you can see, you find coins, and all the coins come from different states, and it comes from her father, as he was a collector of coins, so she sort of was brought up with that, so that's pretty cool. There are other parts to the story which are quite comedic, like Abby finding Manny's sex dungeon, which was a bit surprising. Yeah. As I said earlier, you have to unlock all the safes, so this trophy, called Safe Cracker, is getting all of the safes unlocked with Ellie and Abby, because you play as both characters throughout the story. As I said before, the creators of the game Naughty Dog have put in little mentions to their other games, such as this artifact, which came out in the game Jack, which was first released in December of 2001, which is it's a very long time ago. So they've been around for a very long time. They've made some very good games, like Uncharted, as I said. This footage is from my second playthrough of the game, where I found out that you can add this mode where you can change the colour of the screen, which informs you of a lot of surrounding artifacts and little things you can pick up, which was very helpful. There's like a scanning mode where you can identify things and also enemies, so I thought that was pretty cool. It also would have been a lot more helpful to me if I knew on my first playthrough, which would have saved me a lot of time. As you can see, Ellie was apparently very suicidal as a child as well, as she jumps off of dinosaurs apparently, in front of Joel, who's supposed to be protecting her. Speaking of Joel, there is a miscellaneous trophy where if you put this cool hat on top of a few dinosaurs and then Joel, you get the trophy called Looks Good on You. Like here again, this hose is supposed to connect to, it's not a hose, it's a cable that connects to a generator. But how are you supposed to know to throw it over this building and collect a trading card here? As I said, you definitely need a guide to be able to find these. They're like incredibly stupid. And along here as well, you have Prepared for the Worst trophy, which is a gold trophy, one of the 7 I believe. And this is for finding all the workbenches, so as soon as you find them all, you get that trophy. But then a problem decided to come around, and it sounded just like Joel. It was like, howdy. I have accidentally overwritten my entire main playthrough with some random save of the game. So basically this meant I was at a dilemma. I didn't know what to do. I thought I'd have to restart the whole thing and like redo it, and I honestly did not want to do that. So instead I went back to my settings, re-downloaded all the licenses and everything, got my saves back, but the problem was all of the artifacts and everything that I've claimed so far had gone, so I had to go back. I was about halfway at this point, because I was on my first playthrough about to finish it, which meant I was halfway, and this meant that I had to go all the way back and start again. So yeah. Oh, hello, Ellie being kidnapped real quick. This game visits the past quite a lot, and it will go from like present to 2 years earlier. Like this one is Ellie hunting with Tommy and clearing out some routes with a sniper rifle, which was very cool to play. And my favourite was the dinosaur one, because I just love how Joel and Ellie's story have sort of evolved and how they're so close now, and I loved that. This one was for collecting all of the trading cards, so every single one, which is only in Ellie's playthrough. As I said before, Abby gets coins, so this was okay because it meant I got one more trophy done to getting the platinum, and yeah, which again is not very nice because I had to go get a bunch of coins, but yeah. Ellie getting absolutely destroyed by a massive monster, but apparently they turned out okay, and instead they're chilling. You will also find artifacts on bodies of zombies, or whatever you want to call it, so yeah, that was quite annoying. Also, if you're wondering why this is slowed down in time, is because when you complete your first playthrough of the game, you're able to have a bunch of extra little, like, superpowers pretty much. So just like the Uncharted games, you can do this in as well. It's like an easier way to get like the trophies sort of, and an easier way to play the game again and just chill out. So for me, I took advantage of this and made my efforts a lot easier for me. And I said before, you could scan for enemies. That's what I just did there, so you can see where they are. Depends on your distance, it might not pick up if they're too far away. Ellie, you stupid girl, you're about to drown. Oh, yeah, oh no, it doesn't work. And Ellie dies. Nah, I'm kidding. Oh yeah, speaking of death, I didn't know what to do for this, so, yeah. Donk. This was for Tools of the Trade, which was getting every sort of, like, what's it called? Like, getting every extra thing, such as shivs and all that. And this is just a pile of me getting all the trophies here. This is getting all the coins. Didn't know what state it was going to be. I always had a little game guessing what state it was, and I never checked for this one. This trophy was Survival Expert, which was getting all of the skill points for this, which I was very happy to get, because you have to do 2 playthroughs. The only reason you have to do 2 playthroughs is for that trophy alone.
Awesome.
This trophy was the arms dealer, so to get every single upgrade possible on both all of Ellie's guns and all of Abby's guns, which was very frustrating for me. Got all the artifacts at the same time that I got the Platinum Trophy for The Last of Us 2. I was so happy with this, and I had a little bit more to play, so I decided to finish the rest of the game and had a lot of fun doing that. Finally, the last clip of the game, where you see Ellie walk away and you don't know what's going to happen to her story.